All right, we're here with Stephanie Young, BGSU women's golf coach, and we'll just spend a couple minutes with her and see how the season's going to get going here. Coach, first question. You guys have got to be excited to be heading out to Arizona here next week just really to get outside and hit some balls.
Yep, obviously very excited. It'll be a week from yesterday that we head out to Arizona. The snow is flying as I'm giving this talk. And, 7 weeks, this is week 7 for us being practiced indoors. We started first day back January 13th. And so the girls are really itching for some competition and really excited with what we've done in the preseason. And we'll get started in the week, see how it goes.
Right, and so you kind of touched on, you heading out to Arizona, it's going to be 80, 90 degrees, however warm. But is that something you like to, are you calling your friends, rubbing it in, showing them, hey, it's still snowing here, but it's going to be nice and warm?
Absolutely, no question. You got to rub it in. Although tennis, I think there's a lot of teams heading here towards spring break, but again, Arizona, the venue, the Duramed Rio Verde Classic. Western Michigan hosts it, who's in our conference, which is always exciting. We'll see most of the teams in the MAC conference. There's Big Ten competition. Kansas will also be there. So, some of the best players in the country. There's private housing. So that's a unique aspect of the event where we get to stay in people's homes, and they just are very welcoming. And the girls really look forward to this trip. And it's a favorite spot. So, and the 70-degree weather won't hurt a bit. So.
All right. Kind of talked about this a little bit. Where golf's a really unique sport. You practice, you play for 6 weeks, and you take like a 4-month layoff, and then you get back at it again. Talk about kind of some of the stuff you guys do during while it is snowing here.
Well, we have the new Falcon Indoor Training Facility where we're taping right now. Huge for us to have this, where we have an indoor hitting bays. We have 1,200 square feet of putting green and chipping area. Of course, you can't simulate actual competition on green grass in the middle of December, but this is as good as it gets. This is as close as we'll ever get. And you can, we've really been working hard, weight room, conditioning, cardio training. The girls are up training at 6 a.m. and they're hitting it in here right after that. And we've just had some really good focused practices, working on simulating those pressure situations, and just really love the enthusiasm and whatnot. So, it's winter here, but that's no excuse. We have everything that we need to be successful. So,
this is a really nice room. We're doing this interview from the training facility right now, and you find the team hanging out in here a lot more and just building the team chemistry as well, probably, right?
Absolutely. Golf is an individual game, but my coaching philosophy has and always will be, it's a team game too. At the end of the day, you have to have 4 scores for us to be successful. So the girls obviously have bought into that, and they hang out in here all the time. And it's neat to see the men's and women's teams hang out. They're in here competing against each other, playing little games, chipping across the couch, over the couch, under the desk, whatnot. And that just in its own right, helps them get ready, get in that competitive mindset, get mental toughness. To see that male-female competitiveness and camaraderie is just really neat for the men's coach and I.
All right. With your season starting next week, it's kind of the start of the spring season. What kind of team goals do you guys set for right now?
We have, of course, our season is fall and spring, so we essentially have 2 seasons. The fall we had some, very specific goals, but the break also gives us a chance to reevaluate and see what we've done well, what we need to improve on. And since, like I said, for 7 weeks, we've really been focused on that. So top half of the MAC is first and foremost improving our scoring average. It was 327 in the fall. We want to shave at least, 10 to 20 shots off of that. And per player, when you look at that, it's not a big thing. If you look 3-4 shots per player, we can definitely get there. So the girls have their individual goals, and I think that just there's a lot of opportunity for this team this spring to really make some noise. And it'll be exciting to see. We're anxious to get at it and see how the hard work's going to pay off.
You kind of talked about improving your team scoring average. Is it even possible? Can you guys even improve your team GPA? You know, it's almost 3.5.
We have, our focus is always in the classroom and on the golf course. I have some really high expectations for the players, and they set the bar pretty high themselves. So, 3.5 as a team is what we actually 3.57 as a team is what they have set for the spring. And just as a coach, you can't be any prouder of the effort that I'm getting from my student athletes. In here every day, and what they do in the classroom and what they do in the community. So.
All right, and I'm not sure if everybody's aware. You got twins on your team. How long did it kind of take you to before you started? Didn't get them confused.
It was tough actually. In the recruiting process, it was very hard. I had to quiz myself, figure out which one was which. It took a lot of writing on my notepad. Blue shirt Marissa, green shirt Lauren, and actually there was one time where I just went completely blank, and I was like, oh my goodness, I don't know which one's which. But it's old hat for me now. Ever since they stepped on campus, it's easy to tell them apart. Their personalities, they're way different from each other. But it's funny to see professors have trouble as well as everybody. So people are always looking for tips from me on how to keep them apart. So.
All right, Coach, just want to say thanks for joining us. It was a great time.
Yep, thank you.